Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Oliver.
And I'm Lena.
This is the Earful Tower podcast, and we're about to take you on a mammoth journey.
A mammoth, but express.
A mammoth express journey.
Yes.
In small bites.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a
taster platter.
I was going to say a 20-course meal.
Yeah, on wheels.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's exactly what we're going to do. The idea with this very episode is we're going to spell out what you're going to be listening to, viewing, reading, clicking on, hopefully, over the next 20 weeks.
That's right.
Of our lives. Mm-hmm. This is the introduction to the Paris Countdown.
The new season of the Earful Tower.
And everything you can expect from us spending 24 hours in every single Paris arrondissement. Are you ready, Lena?
Let's go.
Hello, Lena. For anyone that's new around here, Lena's my wife.
Yes.
This season, I guess you're gonna kind of be the co-host.
I'm a sidekick.
Yes, sidekick.
I am Robin to your Batman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to Howard Stern.
Oh my God. Well, actually, it kind of works two ways.
What?
Usually, I'm the Batman in our relationship, but
okay.
this time I'm the Robin.
Well, the idea.
The Robin, can you see that?
The idea, everybody, is this. When I say sort of co-host, sidekick, I'm still interviewing people in every district, and in those interviews, I'm doing it separately. But you're going to kind of co-host, and you're going to co-experience every single thing.
Yes,
and I think it's way cooler that you're here with me talking about it, rather than me just going, then I went and did this, then I went and did that. You know?
Well, you got an extra set of eyes on everything as well.
And that also means we've got loads more photos and videos and everything. In fact, we've got an extra set of eyes too, because we brought our son along for everything.
Yeah, he's not very useful though.
Not yet.
No.
Rather the opposite.
Yeah.
He's been a hindrance.
He's only 8 months.
But we wanted to take this episode opportunity to give you an insight of what to expect, and sort of we can get the details of it out of the way, so the episodes that start next week will just jump right into them.
Like a guide to the guide?
A guide to the guide, yeah. So the idea is, if you've never heard of an arrondissement before, an arrondissement, it's like a district. It's kind of like a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Although we've learned that, before we started recording already, we've learned that a lot of the arrondissements have many neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So it's kind of administrative. There's 20 of them. They start at number 1 and they spiral out. I guess it's clockwise.
Like a snail.
Yeah, like a snail, all the way to number 20. And I guess because we're doing the explainer, I can say I kind of tried this once before on a really small scale, and I started at 1 and I went out, got to number 11 before everything went, and I had to stop.
A couple of years ago.
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah, but you didn't spend 24 hours.
No,
and it was much smaller version, I guess.
Exactly. And so for this one, there's a few differences. Firstly, we're starting at 20. So the next episode you hear from us is 20th arrondissement, Belleville, Ménilmontant, where Edith Piaf is from, that kind of thing. Then 19, 18, 17, all the way, hopefully, to number 1.
That's the goal.
Now, the big difference, as Lena said, is we're spending 24 hours. Literally, we're going to that district and not leaving the borders for 24 hours. But the other huge difference is when I tried to do this 2-3 years ago, I had a very small budget. And this time, we decided that we're really going to do it properly. I think there's too many Paris guides where it's... And I don't mean tour guides, I mean like things on the internet, where it's quite clear that the person who's making it hasn't been...
well, it's very easy to just look at other guides on the internet and, recommend the same things, or maybe they've never even been there, and that sort of thing. So this is going to be a very honest,
I think a lot of Paris guides are written from abroad as well. People aren't even here.
I think so.
But this is going to be up to the minute. We're going to stay in a hotel. We're going to go to bars. We're going to find intriguing cultural events. And I think it's really important that I point out that we're not getting any freebies.
Yeah, so
we're saying no to freebies.
It'll be honest. Real and honest.
Yeah.
And that's very important, I think, to us this season.
Well, I think the problem is, I think it'd be very easy to get free hotel rooms in Paris. But then I think there's something wrong with making a guide of hotel rooms.
Well, it's biased. It's bought. You know, it's not real. So we've done the research.
Mm-hmm. Hey, booking a hotel in Paris, finding the hotel to book is really hard.
Yeah.
Now I can empathize.
Are so many.
I can empathize with all you guys out there, especially because we're not just finding one out of necessity. We're trying to find the hotel
that represents the neighborhood, something nice, something. It's a challenge.
17th was easily the hardest, but we'll get into that in 3 weeks, I guess. But I think that now you guys get the rules of the game. We can explain a little bit about how the first handful of excursions have gone. They went, so you know what to expect and what you can look forward to, because I don't know if you can tell from our voices, we are really into this.
Oh, yeah.
Like
this is cool.
This has been a game changer for us, just experiencing it. And I'm so itchy to share stuff. But to give you a glimpse into how it works, if we start with the 20th, for example, we get there as soon as they'll let us check in. And remember,
sometimes even before.
Yeah, well, it happened in the 20th. Yeah. But I don't think we'll talk about it so much on the episodes, but you'll have to remember that we so far have always had Otis, our baby, with us, which really makes it more difficult for. Well,
it's
logistics.
Logistics are it's a high maintenance.
Yeah, it's babysitters in hotels. It's
work around naps. Yeah. Everything. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty great, actually.
So that's not a plot point when it comes around, but keep that in mind when you're listening.
Yeah, we won't mention it except now. Yeah. So now you know.
Yeah, we're getting all this out now. The 20th, for example, to give you an idea of how this is going to sound, we get to the hotel, the markets one, we explored that. We went for a long walk. We went to a very famous restaurant, one of the best in the world at something. I don't want to give everything away. For lunch. We explored this beautiful countryside area, and then filming and recording things all along, taking pictures.
Concerts, bars, grungy, it's just so much stuff going on.
And then at night, for example, we went to an Edith Piaf cover band bistro. Kind of like, I would say...
It's so much better than it sounds.
It sounds touristy.
It does.
We were the only tourists there.
Yeah.
And they I don't want to give too much away because it'll be next week, but... when they give you the menu, they give you lyrics and you're encouraged to sing along. And after the show, I went out the front with Edith Piaf herself. I asked her to sing a little bit. Do you want to hear what it sounded like?
Yes. My favorite song is called Je m'en fous pas mal.
Okay, I don't know that one.
By Michel Emer.
Do you dare to sing it now in this tunnel a little bit? Do you dare?
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the neighbors will be happy,
but...
Go
on, do 10 seconds, go on. This could be good acoustics in here. We're standing in a tunnel.
Je m'en fous pas mal, il peut m'arriver n'importe quoi. Je m'en fous pas mal. Je mon dimanche qui est à moi, c'est peut-être banal, mais c'est que les gens pensent de vous, ça m'est égal. Je m'en fous.
I love that. That was one of my favorite things that's happened on this podcast. Someone's even come to watch. Oh, wasn't that special?
What a voice! That's so beautiful.
And she nailed that show. So obviously, I chatted to her about the district, about the feeling. That's the whole idea, to get the vibe of the neighborhood.
She's the voice of the neighborhood.
And won't she always be?
So lovely.
And then obviously the next day we did more stuff, which I'm not going to spoil. Skip ahead to the 19th, which one sort of kind of famous bar owner called the Brooklyn of Paris, the 19th arrondissement. And we stayed on the canal. We explored the canal. We went in the boats, interviewed a guy that has a floating bookshop on the canal.
The 19th was very canal focused.
Super, exactly. That was our
that was the theme.
We also went to the Philharmonie de Paris.
Exactly.
The beautiful Philharmonic
just
opera
a short
house, basically. Yeah.
Walk up the canal.
Yeah. And then we went to Montmartre. We've done all this already. In Montmartre, we explored. I mean, we used to live there, so we tried to explore new things. But we even got our portrait drawn in the Artist Square, where the artist himself had this to say about me. May I ask about my face? Do I have a good face for drawing, do you think?
You are not James Bond, but you look very good. You are a sympathetic person, and I have pleasure to draw you.
Okay. And what about my wife?
My wife, I don't draw already, but she is much beautiful like you, and this is your visit card. That's when I see your wife, I know you are somebody. This is good man. Good.
So you know I'm a good man because of my lovely wife.
If you come with somebody like a Coca-Cola, I know, then you don't have nothing in head, nothing in your heart.
Did he say that I'm your business card? Is that what happened?
I think he did. He
Amazing.
said, if you didn't hear, he said, first he said, I'm not James Bond. And then he said that you
Which
weren't.
one?
He said,
Daniel Craig?
He said you were no Coca-Cola bottle either.
So quotable. What a man.
He was quoted. That's the reason I chose that little quote there. Obviously, we talked to him about Place de Théâtre, Montmartre in general, and art and all that kind of stuff. That was just a little moment. But I think you guys at home are getting the gist of it now. 17th, 16th, I interviewed a cocktail bar owner in an Art Nouveau building. His bar is Art Nouveau style.
So cool.
Yeah. Right in the middle of all that Hector Guimard architecture. And that hunt for Hector.
Right.
Hector Guimard in the 16th. Gosh. So I've never been this prepared on the podcast.
No,
That's 5 weeks ahead.
It's a game changer.
I want to add, for all of these districts so far, and hopefully for all the rest of them, I've hired a photographer. So we have these incredible images of all these places, the bars I've mentioned, the Singer, the canal, everything.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And we're going to be sharing them. So, that's my sort of call out. I want you guys to follow on Facebook and Instagram. We've been videoing everything. Follow on YouTube.
Yeah, it's going to be like a feast for all the senses.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, sort of.
And Paris is a movable feast for all the senses. That's one of mine.
Yeah, it's more than just a podcast. It's, well, I don't want to say important, but it's really nice to see the pictures and the videos to go with it.
It goes
as well.
hand in hand.
Exactly.
And this happens often. People message me and go, well, I've been listening for 2 years and I finally considered it was time to follow you on Instagram. I'm like, you're missing it out. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is coming up. We're really excited to share it all. If you're a long-time listener and you've never told your friends about it, now's the time to do it. I want this season to be a success, and I'm investing in it.
Yeah.
And I mean with time, with energy, and literally, we're hiring people. We've got a photographer, we've got the hotel rooms, we've got a researcher as well.
Oh, we really believe in this.
Yeah. So what I'd really like is if you're a fan, is to follow along on all the channels. If you're really a fan and you enjoy it, tell your friends. And if you want to help make it possible, become a Patreon member. This episode's coming out the day before a new month. Hang on till the new month if you want to save yourself $10, because it charges it charges when you sign up, $10, and then on the 1st of every month. So if you want to save $10, wait till tomorrow if you're listening to this when it comes out. Otherwise, jump in. You can also sign up for the year. You can upgrade your pledge. It's going straight into making the show better. It's going to be crystal clear from next week on, just the sheer amount of stuff that we're trying out.
We're very excited.
And we're very excited. That's basically it.
Yeah, and I hope you will be too.
Yeah.
So to join us for this mega micro ride.
This plush mix
yeah,
of Paris.
Exactly. Yeah, so stay tuned. It will start in a week.
1 week's time. Guys, we can't wait. We're going to keep this one short. Patreon.com/the Earful Tower. The members, as always, will get a bunch of bonuses. In fact, just yesterday, I went ahead to the 14th arrondissement to film in the Vanves flea market, 1 hour down the main drag. Really excellent. To see these extra stuff, you become a member.
Well, that's how we can make this possible.
And that's how we can hire people. That's how the wheels turn. No to sponsors, no to freebies. We're doing this the proper way and giving you the honest review of how to spend your time in Paris.
Hopefully you find it entertaining and useful.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the goal, really.
And meeting some lovely characters. But on all this note, we've got to actually get on some public transport. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
We've been going different ways. We're really seeing the city with new eyes. But there comes my ride. Can you hear it in the background? No. We're going to take a bus, I believe, to our next district.
That's right.
And we can't wait to share it with you from next week. New season
Looking
12.
12.
I know.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Goodness me. TheEarfulTower.com. Lots of information. The podcast you're surely already subscribed to. Patreon.com/TheEarfulTower, and just search The Earful Tower everywhere else to follow along. Are you ready, Lena?
Yes. See you next week.
See you next week.
Allez, venez.
Okay. See you next week, guys.
Bye.